Greetings from Chez Moi. It's March the 24th, New Year's Day for those of you who keep to the Fourth Age Reckoning, the crowning of Aragorn, which is only fitting for the Entwife's Garden, right? So I have been a busy beaver today. The cardinals are out mating. They're so adorable. And all my spring wildflowers are starting again. So first and foremost, I turned the compost and put it on the garden where it's needed. I even scraped up all this beautiful black dirt that ran down from my garden and mulched with the leaves. There was like 4-inch long or finger long inchworms. Earthworms, there we go. Finger long earthworms per square centimeter, I swear to God. So there's going to be, look, a robin. But the birds are out, spring has sprung, it's beautiful. I put compost on everything. Again, I said my wildflowers are sprouting. I should probably weed the occasional dandelion, but you know, the bees like it. The oregano's coming back. That's a perennial favorite with the bees. I just took 2 years worth of compost and spread it where I'm going to grow my peppers and eggplants and my okra and cucumbers. Tomatoes, I think I'm still going to keep in the containers. I've got 3 different varieties, so hopefully we won't have as many problems with blight. My little purple flowers, they're faithful early bloomers every year. I never really see anything using them. I don't know if they're a great nectar source, but they make me happy, so, you know. I think these things that are sprouting everywhere are bitterweed, known to some as English daisy, but I know from personal experience that if something that you intend to milk eats that, you won't want the milk. So I'm going to get rid of it if it is what I think it is. My saffron is falling over. My garlic came back quite reliably, as did my fennel. This year I think I'll get the bulb. So the sage that lived outdoors is coming back. Some better than others. But the sage that lived indoors, Columbine, the sage that lived indoors, I had to pinch, half a dozen blooms off of. These are my camellias. You see I'm hardening lots of things off. Lots of impatience. Lots and lots of impatience. My avocado is just sprouting all over the place. I think I might need to trim it again to keep it bushy. I don't know what to do with an olive. Somebody tell me. I mean, it's got new leaves, but it's just scraggly growth. Is that the way it's supposed to be? I don't know. Mint's coming back, and so are my very favorite flower of all, St. John's wort. No, I'm sorry, this is not St. John's wort. Sweet William, there we go. It smells great. I tried to mostly propagate these purple and white and red and white varieties, but they have weird mutations, so we'll really see what's going to happen. Lots and lots of mint coming back, so that's awesome. I'm going to give a close-up to my lemon tree, which has lemon blossoms all over it, just all over it. Oh, do you see that? It's pollen season here in Atlanta. That is not a disease, that is just pollen. If you look closely in the background of the video, you will see clouds of it blowing by. I'm not lying. I think today we're, at a measly 2,200. That would kill most Yankees, but, you know, for us, it's just a spring day. Here's my digitalis, also known as foxglove, which is coming back nicely in several little spots. I planted some cilantro along the pathway here, and also towards the back of what's going to be my greenery garden back there, because that just gets too much shade to get any vegetables off of. So I'm going to concentrate on lettuce and parsley, cilantro, things like that. Got lots of columbine coming up, hopefully to get away from the standpipe. Also, I don't know if we'll see it today, the ferns I'm doing are coming back very nicely. Here's my hydrangeas. It doesn't look like we're going to get another freeze, So that's good. Snowdrops. I harvested some of these fatsia seeds. I'm going to try to grow some more fatsia. I had the best success when I treated them like tomato seeds and kind of crushed them up a little bit, put them in some water and let them ferment, and then sowed those seeds. I got a shiitake yesterday. It was a little slug eaten, but you know, I don't care. I love those things. They have been like year-round bloomers since, producers since March. Oh my God. Back here, I want to really document this because I want to remember which are such pretty species. There's a beautiful little blossom. I have no idea what that is. There's some beautiful white azaleas. Let's see. Let's get up here and see the white azaleas. And these hot pink azaleas. The bumblebees like them. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that blossom. And it's just covered. You can hear the birds. And then there's another white one. It's just like it over there. And I think there's another one. Yep, there's another even hotter pink one down here. And I think that's the end of my property. Yep. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I would love to transplant these. But regardless, I want to make sure not to harm them because those are just beautiful. Okay. Again, this is my project for sometime in the future. I'm making some inroads. I got my chipper out, and I did chip a lot of the wood that fell in the spring storms. Look, irises everywhere. Laura, the lady who lived here before me, just threw things out in the yard, I swear to God. And every time I dig something up, something else blooms in its place. Now I have got a whole bunch of these little things, which I think are the sprouts from this tree, which has very pretty purple blossoms. But my ferns have some lovely fronds coming up. I think they got a little stunted. Look at that camellia. Isn't that beautiful? I just love those blossoms. I need more bees because there's no bees on this. I mean, they say in a yard my size I could only have 6 to 8 hives, but in the spring I feel like I could have 20. Oh, the wistaria's blooming. Wisteria smells so good. It's horrible for trees. This is a wisteria root, actually. It goes all the way up this tree, and it'll be blooming later. Oh, there's some of it blooming now. I don't know if let's see if we can see it. I'm not sure how good the focus is on that. Doesn't look good from here, so maybe you'll just have to take my word for it. But the wisteria is blooming from this monstrous, easily, 20, 30-year-old wisteria. There's some of its children there. So I also took some of that dirt from the front and filled in this planter because I want to put some impatiens in that later this year. This is the spot I have to keep the chickens out of. My moss, and look at how beautiful my Lenten roses, also known as hellebores, have turned out. This is the first year I can remember this camellia ever blooming. It had some pretty pink blooms, so we're going to nurture it, see if we can get it to go better. This is stunning. They were not nearly as pretty last year, so I guess they get to live. And with that, I think we're going to end on the chickens, because we'll do a whole nother hive inspection if we have a chance. But there's my 2.5 hives with orientation flights going. No, it's not enough to be a swarm, so yeah, just orientation flights. And the chickens are losing their mind. So let's stop there.